This is PTE Reading Question 680 on allergies. Treat the paragraph as a logic puzzle, not just vocabulary memorization. Multiple choice options are designed with similar meanings to encourage second guessing. The first sentence provides our baseline context. Allergies are abnormal reactions to typically harmless substances. Our first analytical tool is the contextual anchor. The information preceding a blank generally contains the specific evidence required to solve it. The second tool is structural collocations. Some answers are dictated by rigid grammatical pairings and prepositions. High performance on the PTE reading section requires a disciplined process of matching environmental evidence to structural rules. Look at blank 1. The clause describes substances as typically harmless, creating a logical requirement. If a harmless substance is attacked, the immune system's assessment is an error. Mistakenly accurately defines this error. We set aside misleadingly, which implies an active trick rather than internal failure. Involuntarily describes a physical reflex, but the text implies a belief, requiring a cognitive mistake. Unprovokedly lacks the necessary academic register and fails to express the concept of an incorrect assessment. Moving to blank 2, we see the phrase attempt to. We must identify the immune system's primary objective regarding the body, the established role of the immune system in its defense, making protect the logical fit. Preserve means maintaining a static state, not active defense. Equip requires the missing preposition with. Hedge is for financial risk management, incompatible with biology. For context-driven blanks, the correct choice is dictated by the logic established in the preceding sentences. Blank 3 relies on grammatical structure rather than deep deduction. The sentence describes an action resulting in chemicals moving into the bloodstream. This setup requires a specific biological collocation, to release chemicals into a system. Dissolve and crystallize do not pair structurally with the phrase into the bloodstream in this causative context. Thicken would change the meaning to imply the blood itself is changing consistency, which misrepresents the biological event. Blank 4 is governed by the preposition on, which immediately follows the space. This creates a fixed structural pairing. The histamine acts on the eyes, nose, and throat. Reacts is a common distractor, but it pairs with the preposition to, not on. Focuses can pair with on, but it implies a conscious intent that a chemical compound does not possess. Targets is a transitive verb. The presence of the preposition on makes it grammatically incorrect in this slot. Collocations function as predictable patterns in academic English, allowing for the immediate elimination of distractors regardless of their definitions. In the final sentence, the primary indicator for blank 5 is the demonstrative pronoun this. The phrase this response requires us to track the reference backward to find the specific biological event mentioned earlier. Looking back through the paragraph, we find the production of IgE antibodies. Antibody is the direct match for that reference. Antigen is incorrect because it describes the allergen itself, which is the trigger, not the system's response. Counter is grammatically unsuitable as an adjective in this specific position. Psychological contradicts the detailed physical chain of reactions described throughout the text. Resolving concluding blanks often involves a backward scan to link pronouns to their specific origin points. With the blanks filled, the paragraph follows a consistent logical flow. The contextual and structural connections are now clear. This process can be simplified into 2 paths. The context inver path is for blanks requiring logical deduction and pronoun tracking. The collocation path is for blanks demanding strict adherence to grammatical and prepositional pairings. Success depends on evaluating every option in relation to the text that immediately surrounds it. Using this systematic approach reduces decision-making time and clarifies the distinction between similar-looking options.